So yes, I'm going to speak about sex, but I'm going to speak about what they did to sex and what you have done to sex and why sex now has become a pyra. Why the ruling class hates sex and makes you want to hate sex because they know they can't control the population growth, especially for people of color. People of color make babies like that, but today you don't. Today you're busy looking good. Today you're busy becoming a CEO. Today you're busy chasing a dream they tell you should be having from the time you're 7 years of age, conditioning you, telling you what it is that you necessarily must become in order to feel good about yourself. You don't even know who you are, so you feel good about being something they tell you should be feeling good about. Okay, so we've now established that. What has happened to us interpersonally as a people? There are a lot of things I'm going to say here today that are not popular. I've always been in trouble with the feminists, and I celebrate that every day. I have been at war with them since I knew who they represented and what they represented. I showed how that slime oozed its way into the civil rights movement and into your culture. And that after they killed the king and the prince, Martin Luther and Malcolm X, there was no one else to ascend the throne of manhood, and then feminism came in and became the man for your woman. Because feminism began teaching the black woman everything she knows today. Feminism put up your icons for you. So everybody wants to know, well, how can I make my sex better? Well, the first thing you got to do is to remove all of the impediments to the love that must accompany it. And you can't love one another if you don't know what the hell is going on in your life. Really going on in your life. I'm not talking about the job. I'm not talking about your mother-in-law. I ain't talking about the lack of money. I'm talking about the cause of all of that. That's the problem. We are not looking at causes. We look at effects. And we live on effects. So they can tell us anything in the Daily Blues. And you believe it. We are cattle. And cattle-minded people are just breeders. They don't know how to make love. That is why I'm starting it with this, to show you that you're a breeder. You ain't got a damn thing to do with sex or making love. You're just getting tension off, and you just happen to get pregnant in the interim. You don't know what lovemaking is. You don't know what exploring each other's body is. You don't know what a lingam or a dick is. You don't know what a yoni or a pussy is. You only have an idea or a faction in your brain of what you think it is. You have all the colloquials. Of course, we're all adults here. So I hope you're not offended by words, because these are not my words. They're cracker words. If I had my own language, I'd have another way of communicating to you. But I'm telling you right now, you don't know what lovemaking really is, because you can't even look into the face of the one you love and understand the true spirit of the person you're looking at. And I'm first to blame, first to take the blame as males. We don't look past that. We're just looking at that beautiful, beautiful black behind that the Most High God in its wisdom decided to give to you all. Thank you, Creator. That's the first thing that we notice. And guess what? That's the first thing you know we notice. Because in all of your dances, you make sure we know that this is where I rule from. My womb rules. Yes, it does. Because from 1 to 7, you shape my mind. But after that, the man comes along and shapes my mind. But there's no man after that. So now you got to do overtime as a woman. See the little things that get in the way of knowing what true love and tantra is? How are you going to put all that aside when you got to come back to that right after the most blissful sex? Then you got to deal with that same crap over and over again. That's because you've made it part of your reality. Now, I'm going to be targeting a lot of the things to the sisters because right now, this is the time when they've been empowered. Sisters have been given a lot of power, perceptual and actual. And a lot of women hate me for actually saying this. Is what am I jealous of it? No. I have no threats. I don't feel any threats from my queen, my sister. I fear nothing. I can't fear anything. What's the sense? Who's gaining by my fear? Who gains by my fear? I don't. That's the one thing that you do that takes away from you. Doesn't give a damn thing back. It takes it all from you. So, there are things that you all have to start doing. You all have to reclaim your womanhood once more. If you don't reclaim it, then it's over. Brothers, if you don't reclaim your manhood, if you don't stop trying to be a woman, it's over.